Have you ever seen such creepy, cool butterflies? Stay tuned to find out what awesome birthday card I make with these. Hi crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs and welcome to my channel. Today I am making a creepy Halloween slash birthday card and I kind of wanted it to look a little vintage, so I pulled about a whole bunch of stuff out and we have these really creepy moth butterfly that I had heat embossed on a clear sticker paper that I had used alcohol inks on, and I don't know if you can see it there, but these are actually see-through, so you get a stained glass effect. So what I wanted to do with this is make a frame, and I'm going to use the distressed gray two-tone wood grain to make this kind of look like a picture frame. So on the inside I'm going to do some ink smushing, and then I'm going to raise this up, and I'm going to take one of these creepy things and put it inside and make it kind of look like when people have those like nature things with the butterflies and the moths that are like pinned on, kinda. And it's going to use this figure 1 stamp. This is from Creative Expressions Nature Finds, and I was going to put that underneath so it kind of looked like it was in a little display case. And then behind that, for the background, around the outside of this, I had grabbed a sheet of the Tim Holtz Halloween 2023 paper to kind of give it a vintage vibe on the background. I am going to put an acetate sheet behind that so it looks like it's popped up, give a little bit of depth there. We might do some flourishes, I'm not sure, and I haven't decided on if we're doing the sentiment on the inside or outside yet. But here's what the stamps look like. They are really awesome. Alright, so I have a bunch of stuff here and we will figure it out as we go. I had made this alcohol ink background in another video that I had made, and I will link that above, hopefully, and maybe at the end if I remember. But anyway, I had made this, and this is alcohol ink on clear sticker paper, and then there's a little bit of iridescent foil that I put on here that's stuck to the sticky parts. Sometimes when you do alcohol ink, where the ink pulls up, it's sticky, so if you put the foil on there, it leaves an awesome effect. And the cool thing is that because this is clear sticker paper, it looks like stained glass, and you can see right through it. So I'm going to be making a sorry, I'm distracted. A birthday card, and I wanted to use these creepy butterflies and do heat embossing on this, so we would have see-through butterflies. So that is what I want to get ready to do. Alright, so what we're going to use to do our embossing is black pigment ink, and then we will use sparkle, sorry, I didn't have my mat. We will use sparkle embossing powder. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the anti-static powder on here. And then I want to see if we can fit as many as we can on here so we have choices of what creepies we want to put on our card. Ugh. These are so creepy. And I love them. I want one of these really big ones so we can put happy birthday across. Alright, get 4 on there, and that's good. This alcohol ink paper is super sticky with all the ink and everything on there. Alright, I have not used these stamps yet, so I'm going to rub my fingers over them until they turn cloudy and it gets off the factory residue. Alright, we need a funnel for our powder. And the good thing about the VersaFine Clair ink is that it's a pigment ink, so it stays wet longer, so you can just put the embossing powder right on it. It kind of acts like how if you use the regular clear ink, so it's sticky still. So these are very detailed stamps. So you just want to make sure that you get all the little pieces. And the best part about a MISTI is that you can go again. And if there's any spots you missed or spots that need extra help, you can go again. Ooh. Alright, I think I'll go one more time just because I want it to be very solid. Okay, I'll give it a shot. Okay, I got that. We got good coverage. Looks good. Okay, and then you want to take a Swiffer and clean up any extra powder that you have, because it will go everywhere. Alright, so then we need to heat set this. And we do have to be very careful because the heat gun is very hot and this is all plastic. So it's gonna kind of get a little crazy, wrinkly as we go. But I'm gonna let this warm up for a sec. Alright, so you can look in the light, see these are all melted and good to go. So I will cut them out with the coordinating dies and be right back. Okay, after we cut out the butterflies and the moss, this is what we are left with. We have this one. I love this one. This one had a little bit of the lighter pearl in there, so it came a little lighter than the other ones. And then we have this one. So originally I was thinking I would do kind of an arrangement like this, but then now I think I'm going to use one of the bigger ones and put it in a frame so it looks kind of like one of those box things that's on the wall that has the like a moth or a butterfly in it. So let me get the rest of the stuff ready. Alright, so I cut out the frame. This is a waffle flower, let me see, the Pinking Rectangle Frames die. So I'd use that, and I use that wood grain paper. And what I'm going to do is use some black soot and go around the edge, just to kind of bring that together with this background paper and with this. But what we're going to do is put that like that, and then we're going to put the figure 1 stamp underneath here. So what I've done is I've cut a piece of acetate, that's from Simon's stamp, and we'll put that behind, and then we'll pop this up a little bit, and we'll stick this on the front, and then this will be the piece that goes underneath. So we need to do some ink smushing on this, and that is what we will do right now. So I want a very, very light wash, and I wanted to use the Villainous potion and I'm gonna try to see if we can get it very, very light. So to do so, I'm gonna spray the paper so that's wet. And put a little ink on, because I really just want this to be kind of a wash. Yeah, like this. Yes, yes, yes. Just like a background wash. We'll give this a dry, and then we can add another layer if we need to. I can do a little bit, just add some texture. And again, I really don't want it to be very dark, but okay. And I think actually I'm gonna do the frame just to get a little bit of base color before I put the black on there. Give it a little purpley undertone. Alright, let me just wipe up my mat. And I love working on my glass mat because everything cleans up so easily. This one's from Glassboard Studio, and it's actually magnetic, which is really awesome. I think that'll look really cool. Alright, so let's ink this up a bit. Just my black brush. See if I have a scrap laying around here. think that'll be good. Let's see, now we need to attach the acetate to this. Do not want black ink getting all over my stuff. Let's see. I think we'll go with the quarter, no, a eighth tape. And since we have little cutouts on the frame, I'm going to use my powder tool that I use for heat embossing, and I'm just going to powder these because I don't want that to be sticky and get caught on stuff on accident. Eek. Hooray. I don't know if you're like me, but I always hold my breath when I'm trying to put on stuff like that. I get so worried. Okay. So since this is sticky a little bit on the back, I'm just gonna put this on my silicone mat so it won't stick to my glass mat. And it looks like I'm just gonna trim this up a little bit. We weren't exactly 100% even. Okay. No more hanging over. Ooh, I like that. So we need to put this on, and then we need to stamp on here. I'm just trying to get placement for this figure one stamp. Alright, and stick this on. I don't know if you can see how cool that is, but with the stained glass effect. I'm just trying to center it as best as I can. Nice. All right. All right, now we need to stamp on that. I'm getting my other magnet from my other Misty. Alright, this one I'm gonna do with a pigment ink. I'm also thinking maybe we should heat emboss it. Just one more time. so now we have to heat this up. I'll get out my embossing gun. This needs to heat for a minute before I put it to the paper. Now we have that nice and shiny. I think that'll help it pop off from the inside of the window. Let me just wipe this off really quick. So what I want to do now is put foam strips, so this is actually popped up. And I also want to wipe this a little bit to make sure it's nice and clean, because once we put those together we can't get back in there. Alright. I have a box that I keep all of my strips in. I was trying to see if I had really thin black ones, but I don't. But I do have 1/8 of an inch, so we can use that. Oh yeah, that's cool. All right, now we gotta put this together. One of the easiest ways to clean acetate is if you just use a microfiber cloth. I'm just going to rub this from the back really quick and make sure that sticker is stuck. Alright. Trying to think what would be easiest to make this actually happen well and line up. Maybe my Scor-Buddy. You want to make sure that it's right side. So we want our figure 1 to be down on this side. Oh, yay! Okay, shoo. Do you ever craft and you're worried that it's not going to turn out? You're like, oh, thank goodness. Alright, that looks awesome. Look at that. And you just get that shadow box look by lifting that up just a little bit. Okay, now that I can breathe. Next. The background. Ooh, this is gonna look spooky and awesome. Alright, so we need to see how big this ended up being. So 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. I'll just make my note. 1 by 3. Alright, so this is a 3/4 of an inch smaller than an A2 size. So we can use A2 sizes when we are cutting this. Alright, so I'm gonna go about 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Yeah, that'll be great. And I'm gonna distress the edge of this. And this is the Tim Holtz Tonic Edge Distresser Tool, something dark side. I tend to do a lot of pulp culture references when I'm speaking, so apologies if you're like, what the heck are you talking about? So this just has a little razor blade in there, and you run it down the edge, and it kind of crumples it up, ruffles it up a little bit. Gives it that distressed look. Yeah. Alright, and then I'm going to darken up these edges too a little bit. Trying to think. Do a little purple first. This is the Villainous potion again. Yeah, that just gives a little bit of shading around the edges. Then we can come in with the black. I just kind of want that vintage haunted house kind of vibe with the weird wallpaper, like that kind of a thing. And there you have it. Ooh. That looks really cool together. Alright, now we need a card base. I don't know if we should go black or if we should go white. Let's see. Ooh, I do like that. Kind of ties it all together. Let's see. I think I'll go black. So this will just be a regular A2 card base. So let me just grab my trimmer. This is my Spellbinders trimmer, and it's awesome because it has the scoring and the cutting blade on the same track. Alright, so we cut this in half at 5.5. And then we turn it, and then we score at 4.25. And then I like to use the edge of this to line up the two sides, and then fold it, and then I use my bone folder to burnish that really well. And this is the Hero Arts Pitch Black paper, and it's super sturdy. I forget how much it is. I think it might be 120 pounds. But it's very thick and sturdy. That's gonna be so good. Yes! Look at that. Oh, I love when visions come together. Alright. So first we need to put this on here. I'll just use my tape runner for that. And this one I think we can do tape runner 2. I was going to say glue, but I didn't want to risk it bubbling through that. It's like, no, getting to the end. Just try to get this straight as possible. Okay. And we are good with that. Hooray, hooray. Oh, I just love that. That looks so cool. Okay, so inside. I'm going to cut this panel to 3 3/4 by 5. This will be really good for in here. I might cut a mat of this. And this was the other side of that. So let's see, where are we at? We can do 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Alright, so now we need to figure this out. And what do we want to do? And we need to do our happy birthday message in there. So one thing we could do is we could always do another one of these. I like this kind of creepy happy birthday. I think that's better. Alright, I'll do that. And I think I'll use the Villainous potion. Oh yeah, that's creepy. Matches the vibe. Yeah. I'm also kind of thinking of stenciling here a little bit. I have this Hero Art stencil, and I like the stars on that. This is the Swirling Stars stencil. Yeah, I think that'll be really cool. And I'm just going to use the ink that's already on here. Just kind of go with a light hand. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Love it. Okay, so I will write my message, and after I'm done with that, I will attach this to this, and then I will put this inside here with my tape runner. I love how creepy that looks. And then here is the outside of this awesome card. I just love it. I love how it turned out. Alright, so we had lots of techniques today. Hopefully it was interesting and that you found a cool takeaway, perhaps. But anyway, I will link everything that I used today in the description box. And I do have affiliate links, which means if you click on them and end up making a purchase through my link, I might earn a small commission from that, which really helps out me and my channel, and I greatly appreciate you shopping through my links. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And until next time, take care. Hi crafty people, this is just an extra bonus. I wanted to let you know how I ended up finishing off the envelope and everything for this card. So I made this envelope out of my 123 punch board, and since it's black I added a Avery label sticker here so I can write the address. And these cute stickers are from the washi tape shop, and I had done a haul video of that, and I can link that. But there are two Halloween sets that I really love. There's Haunted House which has these kind of more traditional spooky things. And then there is this one with the cat, and it's called Midnight Mischief. So I added a few from Haunted House, and then on the back I just had this, I'm not sure where this even came from, but I had this washi tape, so I put a stripe across, and then I put one of the Midnight Mischief cats here. I had a piece of paper from Whimsy Stamps, and this one is the Vintage Halloween, and I used this embossing folder, which is Droopy Web by Simon Says Stamp, to emboss that, just to give it a little bit more cushion. So we have the card, and I made the envelope a little bit bigger to accommodate, because this is thicker with the foam in there. So put that over the front. And put this in. So now the front is protected. And I'll seal that up. But I wanted to show you, the cool thing was even though we had used that the foam strips in there, I have my letter measurer thing here, and it does actually still fit right through. So I can mail it as a regular letter. Because this is not bendable at all, I will need to put a non-machinable sticker on here, and that's the one with the butterfly. And I'm certain this is over 1 ounce, so I will also need an extra ounce stamp. But I don't have to send it as a package because it's thin enough to go through the hand cancellation. Alright, so I just wanted to follow up with that. Thanks, have a good day.